We do it with vitamin C. We do it with argan oil from Morocco. We do it with the lifting, tightening, firming, platinum line. Every woman wants to look like herself, but better. That's Signature Club A.
The appraised values you see at HSN are set by independent, professionally certified appraisers. They determine, as closely as possible, the approximate retail cost of replacing or recreating the item, not the possible sell or purchase price. Because subjective estimates and judgments are involved, appraisals may vary by as much as 25%. Call your customer service rep for more information.
And let the crafting continue. Thanks so much for being with us. My name is Bobby Ricardo. Holly Boston, so nice to have you here.
Good to be here. I'm happy to be here.
What a fun day we're having.
A blast.
I have to tell you, I think everyone's going to go crazy about this because we have a little story to tell you about our next item. First of all, first airing, it was Save for the Hour. You have 2 FlexPay payment that's only for this hour, so it all goes away at the top of the hour. But this is a 43-piece set. And these are the Janie's stamp set. So the crazy thing, Holly, right? We had them on our website.
Yep.
We never had them on the air.
And people went crazy for them. Yes, absolutely. So they just said, come on, let's bring them on air. And you'll love them because they're with these whimsical, great friends. Janie has all these great little imaginary friends that bring fun and fantasy and all kinds of great effects to your scrapbook pages and cards, both holiday as well as winter scenes. You're going to love her little friends. You're going to love and only the way a hot off the press can do it, how they can create these great images, focals for your cards and your scrapbook pages. So if you're going to come down here, I'm going to show you all the stamps you're going to get. They're clear stamps. You're going to get 44 all together. And you're going to get, first of all, Janie's Snow Friends. And I absolutely love these. You're going to have to look really, really close to appreciate exactly what all you're going to get here. Here's some of her friends. These are penguins all laying back to back with bow ties to make a wreath on for a card or a scrapbook page. So that becomes, look how cute this is.
Oh, that's so great.
Look at this
Holly.
wreath, this penguin friend wreath, okay? Janie's a little fun little girl. She has an imaginary group of friends that do all these great fun things throughout the stamps. Here I love this one. This is a penguin wrapped in Christmas lights, and that actually makes this little card we made here. Look, this is a shaker card, and this is actually the penguin, and these are the wrapped in the little Christmas lights that you see there with the little shakers inside it.
How
If you go down here, there's actually 14 different sayings, so everything you do for holiday and winter are included in all these sayings. There's also some cute ones, like a very Merry Christmas to you, winter joy, many hugs and kisses, make Christmas wishes. This one right here I absolutely adore. It's a stack of penguins that make an actual Christmas tree. It actually lines up to go here, and the top penguin is holding a star. I think that's just adorable. Wow. And then there's like polar bears. Over here we've got a whole snow winter theme, and then right here is Janie herself, and you'll actually get to see her, and we'll show you here in her card. She actually is in one of the photos. She's actually making a snow angel. Here she is with her favorite little puppy friend, which I just love right there. How cute is that? So now you can take Janie and make her your own. Her and her friends with 44 clear stamps. You're going to be able to make all kinds of fun little decorations and center pieces for your scrapbook pages. And I'll just show you as an example. Here's one of her polar bear friends right here. Now here's where we stamped them and we colored them. And maybe you got Spectrum Noir pens today from Crafter's Companion. Look at the little bear here. We inserted this into the, as you can see, into the little snow hill here.
Oh,
and it says, let it snow.
Cute.
Here's a little bear here on a sled. Here's a little penguin pulling gifts on a sled. How cute is that?
Love.
And what an adorable page that makes. Love that. Now let's look at some of the cards. I love, this is one of my favorite stamps. It says, snowballs for sale, 25 cents each. And this is the little mama snowman. Janie sitting in front in her little striped socks there in front. Aww. How cute is that? And this is creating that whole little winter scene focal for this. Now, remember I told you about the stacked penguins? Look at this one, it's backwards. This one's holding the star, but it's backwards on that tree. Is that not adorable?
That is so
They're all
cute.
standing on each other's shoulders to make that Christmas tree effect that you see there. And there's popcorn wrapped all around them all the way down. Now, only Hot Off the Press was their designers are gonna come up with these unique and beautiful ideas. I love this one. This one's Christ is Born. It shows Mary, Joseph, the baby, Jesus, and a little puppy dog sitting there in the manger. Love that, love. And remember, there's 14 different sayings that go with all this, and all your great traditional Christmas ones. This one says Jingle Bells. And there's one of her little reindeer friends with the little wreath.
These are so precious. I see why they were popular. And by the way, hundreds in the ordering process. We have 800, and that doesn't count, all of the people we already have in the ordering process.
Now here we have a snow globe. I love this. We put the little guy wrapped in the, remember I told you wrapped in the Christmas lights? Inside the snow globe, took little glitter dots and put it all around and made this cute little whimsical card. Now here they are picking out a Christmas tree, and they're on a polar bear sitting on top, the two little penguins, one's behind it pushing him, and he's on ice skates. And I just love this whole little winter scene. It says, let it snow. That stamp's included as well. So remember, there's 44 total stamps. Here we stamped on acrylic. It says, Happy Holidays. That's one of the stamps. And then inside, you can see we have one of these focals with the penguins with the little star. You can actually put journaling right in the center of it there. I think that's so cute as well. So here's a very cute scrapbook
too,
page.
Though. Yeah,
yes.
I love it.
Here we're using the reindeer that you see here. We stamped it. We actually put it on layered foam tape and actually made it an embellishment. So if you can see there, it's kind of raised above it.
Dimension.
How cute is that? And then it says Merry Christmas up here. Love that. I wanted to show you a couple of fun little projects we did. Here we took a bag that you just get it for $1, not even $1, 50 cents. Here's a bag. We actually took that little snowman that has the 25 cents per snowball, that little with the little Janie character there, put it in a focal here in the center and print and stamped Winter Joy here, and we made this entire bag.
That is a great idea.
How cute is that? And that's just using a few pieces of scrap paper as well. So once again, remember, you're going to get 44 different images in the total kit. The characters now, Bobby Ray, are really, really a hot commodity in scrapbooking and crafting, but you'll have to remember that hot off the press always makes it special. It always makes it something a little bit different, a little bit special. Again, like I said, with the penguins, whether they make the wreath that you see here, whether it's the Christmas tree, the penguins standing one on top of the other, one of them being backwards, they just really make it a very special look.
And we have only a few hundred left, so we have a minute remaining, almost completely sold out. They've never been on air before. As we said, we had them on .com. Everybody went crazy for them. We thought, okay, we're going to try them out during this event. So we're glad you're watching at just that right time. You get 43 of them. And by the way, that flex pay at $12 and what is it, 40 some cents, all goes